A life built on wealth, not truth. Ethan Cross was a man the world admired. A self-made millionaire before 40, owner of hospitals, charities, and real estate empires, his name was spoken with respect in boardrooms and gratitude in shelters. Newspapers called him the kind billionaire. Magazines praised his generosity. Yet for all his success, Ethan believed his greatest blessing was Clara, his fiancée. Clara was beautiful, gentle-spoken, and admired for her selfless devotion to her younger sister, Lily, a girl bound to a wheelchair after a tragic accident years ago. Ethan often watched Clara push Lily through hospital gardens, her face full of patience and sorrow. She's an angel, he believed. That belief would soon be shattered. The hospital visit that changed everything. One bright afternoon, Ethan arrived unannounced at St. Mary's Rehabilitation Hospital, one of the many facilities he funded. He liked surprises, checking whether kindness truly reached the ground level. Clara was supposed to be visiting Lily there. As Ethan stepped out of his luxury car, adjusting his coat, he noticed a small boy sitting on the pavement near the gate. The boy was thin, barefoot, his clothes worn and dusty. He held a paper cup and watched people pass without asking for anything. Ethan slowed. Something about the boy's eyes, sharp, observant, and far older than his years, made him stop. The poor boy's whisper. "Sir." Ethan turned. The boy stood up hesitantly, clutching the cup. "Yes?" Ethan asked kindly. The boy swallowed hard and glanced toward the hospital entrance, where Clara was visible in the distance, standing beside Lily's wheelchair. Then, in a trembling voice, he said, "She can walk, your fiancé won't let her." Ethan laughed softly at first, assuming confusion. "What did you say, son?" The boy stepped closer, his voice barely above a whisper. "The girl in the wheelchair. She can walk. I've seen it." The world seemed to tilt. Ethan's smile faded. "That's not funny," he said gently but firmly. "She's disabled." The boy shook his head. "No, sir. She walks at night. Doubt enters the heart." Ethan felt a strange chill crawl up his spine. "Why are you telling me this?" he asked. The boy's eyes filled with tears. "Because it's wrong. She cries when she thinks no one hears. And the lady." He pointed subtly toward Clara. "She gets angry when she tries." Ethan looked again at Clara. She was smiling, talking to a nurse, one hand resting possessively on Lily's shoulder. The image no longer felt peaceful. It felt staged. Who the boy was? Ethan knelt down to the boy's level. "What's your name?" "Adam." "Why are you here, Adam?" "My mother cleans inside," the boy replied. "I wait outside every day." "How long have you seen this?" Adam hesitated. "A long time." "How do you know she can walk?" Adam's answer was simple and devastating. "Because I helped her." A shocking revelation. Ethan's heart pounded. "Helped her how?" "One night, she fell. I was bringing food for my mom. She stood up. She begged me not to tell." Ethan's ears rang. "Why didn't you?" "I was scared," Adam said. "Her sister saw us." Ethan stood slowly, his breath shallow. His fiancée. The woman he planned to marry. The woman he trusted with his fortune and his heart. Watching without being seen. That night, Ethan didn't confront Clara. Instead, he watched. He installed discreet cameras in Lily's private rehabilitation room, something legally allowed under hospital ownership for patient safety, though he hated himself for using power this way. At midnight, the footage changed his life forever. The truth on screen. Lily stood. Slowly at first. Then firmly. She walked. Not perfectly, but enough to prove everything. Moments later, Clara entered the room. Her voice, cold and sharp, echoed through the speakers. "You promised not to stand." I want to try again, Lily pleaded. The doctor said. Clara grabbed her arm. You walk, you lose everything. Ethan collapsed into his chair. Why Clara did it? The truth unraveled quickly after that. Lily's accident had healed far better than doctors expected. But Clara had forged reports, bribed a junior therapist, and emotionally controlled Lily into believing she would never survive alone. Why? Because Lily's disability made Clara look noble. Because Ethan's sympathy had built their relationship. Because Lily's trust fund, controlled by Clara as caretaker, was worth millions. The confrontation. The next morning, Ethan walked into the hospital room unannounced. Clara froze. Ethan? He looked at Lily. Stand up. Lily burst into tears. I can't. Yes, you can, Ethan said softly. You're safe now. Clara stepped forward. Don't pressure her. Be quiet, Ethan said, his voice calm, but terrifying. Lily stood. And took a step. Clara screamed. Justice and freedom. Police were called. Doctors testified. Footage was presented. Clara's world collapsed in hours. She was arrested for abuse, fraud, and medical manipulation. As they led her away, she screamed at Ethan. I did it for us. Ethan didn't answer. A sister reborn. Lily stayed in rehabilitation, this time by choice. Every step she took felt like reclaiming stolen years. Ethan visited daily, not as a savior, but as a friend. You didn't fail, he told her. You survived. The boy who spoke the truth. Ethan never forgot Adam. He found his mother. Paid for her education. Ensured Adam went to school. But more than money, he gave the boy something priceless. Your honesty saved a life, Ethan said. Never lose it. Adam smiled shyly. I just told the truth. A new meaning of kindness. Months later, Ethan reopened the hospital with new programs focused on patient voice and protection. At the opening ceremony, Lily walked onto the stage unaided. The crowd cried. Ethan stood in the back, tears in his eyes. Not because of betrayal, but because of redemption. The final lesson. Ethan learned that day. Kindness isn't measured by how much you give. It's measured by who you protect when no one is watching. And sometimes, the smallest voice tells the biggest truth.